Hello, sisters. Welcome to the UnleashHer podcast, the show that inspires you and that empowers you to unlock your full potential. I'm your host, your online sister coach, Elysa, and I want to welcome you to my virtual sisterhood. And what happens in a sisterhood? I let my sisters meet my other sisters. So this is what we're doing today. And I invited my other sister, Hiba. Welcome to my podcast. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Loves, I met her, I think, a year ago. Maybe, Hiba, you can tell us a little bit how we met, about you, who you are, why you're here.
Okay, so hi guys, hi everyone.
Ladies,
especially the best of the best ladies.
Hey, sister.
My name is Hiba, born and raised in Morocco in Casablanca. I've been living in Dubai like almost 5 years now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I thought longer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm a real estate agent. And I've known you for a year and something.
It's a very fresh. You guys, you always have your day ones, your day twos, and your day threes. Hiba is the day threes, but I'm telling you, it's the value that they bring.
It was
to
love
your
from
life.
first sight,
Wallah,
you guys.
it was. Wallah, it was. No, we met on a networking business with female only. Yeah.
Yes.
Female only networking, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that's where we met. And then we started talking. I was like, I like this girl's vibe.
I liked you too.
And I like you too. And now we're here. And now we're talking to all of our other sisters. And I'm so excited about this show because today we're going to specifically talk about, as a female, entrepreneurship in Dubai and everything that has to do with it. Also the perspective that you might have. Maybe if you're listening and you're a female, you're an entrepreneur, you have ideas and you notice that the place that you are right now is not really resonating or not really helping you think out of the box. Well, we're here to give you the perspective of being a female entrepreneur in Dubai. And that's what we're going to talk about. So maybe you can share us more about how did you get into real estate?
Okay, so you want me to start from the beginning? The beginning
Girl,
ging?
the beginning. From the beginning.
The beginning ging. Okay, so I studied electrical engineering back in Morocco.
That's so random.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even know how I got myself into it, but I was smart. Not anymore. But
I was smart.
I was really smart. But so I got myself into engineering, got my bachelor. I started working, started like as an internship, and then I started working with Renault for the electrical cars and stuff. And then I was trying to complete my studies, doing my license, and then my doctorate, my master, of course, in my doctorate. But things got a little bit complicated with Corona happening and stuff. Then didn't work out my plans, unfortunately. But to be honest, not unfortunately, because God has a plan for me. You
Amen.
know? I mean, I had my plans figured out for 1, 2, 3, but then God was like, no, it's gonna be 4, 5, 6.
Exactly.
So, and then I came to Dubai to visit my sister who was living here.
Oh, she was already here?
Yes, she was like here since 2015.
Okay.
2016, yeah, since there. And yeah, so I came only for vacation, because I was going through a lot at that point because of my plan didn't happen, which, guys, believe in yourselves.
Yeah.
And
FYI.
Yes. But it didn't work out for me, so I was in kind of like depressions kind of situations.
Really? But what was the initial plan, may I ask?
It was basically I had to either to complete working, of course, but in the same time completing my master degree, getting everything I wanted, like as in educations first, and then fully on 100% work, which kind of like one of my friends already doing in Morocco.
Right.
But it didn't work out for me. And what made me so depressed was like everybody was expecting a lot from you, which didn't happen. You were expecting a lot from you, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So, and then people, they took it very to their advantage. Like they'll be calling you, be like, what did you do? Oh, you didn't do anything.
Is it also a little bit part of the culture?
I will not even say culture itself, but yes, obviously.
Not, but yes.
Yes. I mean, to be honest, like for example, my mom always wanted me to be the best, even if she was going to lie to people and sound like that, but she was not like, didn't had to lie, I was good.
Yeah.
But I mean, to just show off and stuff.
Yeah.
And then people, I mean, I would say jealousy in a way. I would say like, why you have it, I didn't have it, kind of like a revenge. So they took it in that way. And basically, since the plan didn't happen, I was not accepted for the master degree and stuff. I was on a waiting list because they reduced the places and all of that. So I was devastated. I was in depression. I came to Dubai for vacation. My sister was like, you know what,
That's always what happens.
You need to change the environment. Just come, relax a bit, and come back. Came here.
Never left.
God never left. God was like, this is your place. This is your new.
That's the story of so many people. I'm telling you, you always come on vacation and then you just never leave. I hear this story so many times. I was on vacation in Dubai, I think in 2020. for 1 week. I have one cousin living here, and that was not even the main reason why I decided to come. I was here on vacation. I was like, damn, this is like a mixture of the West, but then the Arab, and then out of the box. And it's a nice cocktail of thinking out of the box. It's like, damn, I want to live here at least temporary.
Sure.
So I came back. I came back. Okay, but tell me, how did you end up working in real estate?
So I started first, my first company ever I was working in real estate, but we were a developer that was selling properties in the UK.
Yeah.
So I was selling properties in London and Manchester from Dubai. Very hard, but yeah. So the owner of the company, of the agency, I would say, was a best friend of mine and my sister. So, and he was like, literally, we were having this kind of conversation, and he was interviewing without me knowing. And he saw potential, and he asked me, are you looking to work here? And I was like, yeah, why not? And to be honest, I owe him a lot. I owe him a lot, because he was the first one who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
That's very important.
Yeah. So he saw things in me that I personally didn't see it. And he was my first mentor. And then I spent kind of like a year with him, and then I changed to real estate in Dubai. And I worked with my sister and my best friends and stuff.
Wow, okay. But I know, if you've been living in Dubai, you know this. And real estate sometimes can have a stigma, because it's very easy to become a real estate agent in Dubai. In the Netherlands, I know it's quite hard, because you need to do the studies, and you need to get the certifications. And I mean, tell me a bit more about that stigma, and how do you deal with that as a woman?
I mean, look, it's not easy, especially for someone like me. I was introvert. Like, I was below introvert. And then I got myself into...
I can't imagine this.
I swear, like when I met you, which is a year and something, I started to open up a little bit.
That was your practical work.
I was like on the middle, of the change. Now I completely changed, but I was in the middle of change. But before that, it was a disaster. Like people I meet in them, like who know me for like since I came to Dubai, they are be like, this is not you. You went from zero to hero. Literally,
Love it.
So I was seriously introverted, and I didn't know how to open up to people. And the main point about real estate is you need to network, you need to talk to people, you need to socialize.
Do you think you can be introvert and a successful real estate agent?
I mean, I'm a living example for that. I'm still introverted in a way,
right?
But I had to work on that part. I had to, be myself, but at the same time open up to the world. I mean, I took it in a way where I wanted to stay in my bubble. I wanted to stay with the people I'm feeling comfortable with. I don't want to face the world. The world, it was so scary to me, But because I chose this as a career for myself, I had either to win it or to give up and go back home, I didn't have other choices, like either to do that or not.
It's interesting, because some people, and you might listen and have the same thing, you think like, okay, this is just how I am. So I just either find something that suits me and my personality, because this is how I am. So how did you identify the things that you needed to work on in order for it to succeed what your career is? You know what I mean?
It was a situation that happens at work, in my first work with my manager. He came to me one time and he was like, I want to talk to you. And I thought he's going to fire me. I'm not going to lie.
You started crying already?
Exactly. Like, I just started. Like, what are you doing? He sat me down. He's like, I'm seeing you. You are amazing, because my strength was like knowledge. I'm someone... engineer, my strength is like go and figure it out, what's the problem, and finding the solution, doing the calculations, find the entire information about the product. Nobody know the product like me. But when it comes to social, talking to people, making calls, I was like the zero, of the company.
Technical people are usually very technical,
So, and then he sat me down and he was like, I'm seeing how you're doing, and I see that you're trying to copy other people, Like, for example, I'm hearing this guy doing his call, and I'll be listening to him in the same way or the same pace that he's talking to his clients. I would try to do it.
Was it true?
Yes.
Interesting.
Same for other people. Like, we had South African with me. She was very bubbly, and when she's speaking, very professional but bubbly. I would take something from her, Filipino girl, she was like very, very friendly. I would and do it.
So basically, you approached it as a equation.
Yes, I was trying to find how they worked so I can work it on my side also. And he's like, this is good to learn from it, not to copy.
No.
Because if you're going to do sales, in anything, real estate, products, other things. If you're going to do sales, people, they only work with people they like.
And authentic.
Exactly. It means that people, they're going to buy from you and they're going to buy you, not before they're going to buy the product. So if you're going to copy someone else, it might work. It might. If you are lucky, it might work, but it's not going to last.
Right.
Because this is not you.
Interesting.
People need to know who Hiba is.
Yeah.
You need to find your strength and your weakness and work on that so you can work in that.
Very
and I'm
good.
like, huh? You know,
But who am I?
who am I? You know, when someone puts you on a spot and be like, discover yourself, and I'm like, hi, I'm Hiba.
I'm from Casablanca.
Exactly. Like, what should I say? Like, who
Yeah.
am I? You know, what is the problem with me? Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah.
Am I good? Am I not good? You know, so you don't really think about it that
Yeah.
way. And then I remember that time I went back home and I sit down and I'm like, where is my strength?
Yeah.
You know, what am I good at? I'm good at knowing things. I'm good at doing calculations. I'm good at understanding the project and finding all the informations. But how can I take that to the client in my own way?
Interesting.
It took me time to understand that. It took me time to have the confidence to do it in my own way because it was the good way. But I did it eventually.
And what identifies you now as a real estate? What is you?
I'm someone that I will do the same thing that I know how to do, which is show you the reality. And I don't care if some people, they hate to show you the reality because they're going to lose the deal. I prefer to lose the deal to not lose the person. So I'll be with you, showing you everything, but I will be friendly in my own way. So I'll be talking to you like, hi, girl.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'll do
Hey,
it like
sis.
that. Exactly. I'll talk
Yeah.
to clients and I'll become very friendly with them that
Yeah.
they consider me as part of their family
Right.
members, you know. Most of my clients, I call them uncle at this point, you know, because this is my point, you know, this is how I can do it.
Yeah.
I get emotionally connected to people.
Okay. But at the same time, now you've discovered your authenticity in your field.
Yes.
But at the same time, you're still a woman in that field, maybe dealing with prejudgment. You're a good-looking woman and stuff like that. Can you share me a juicy story? Because we're sisters, we're ready for it. Like, is there? I can understand. I know how Arab men can be in general. You know, they can approach a certain way. They can expect something from you.
Not anymore. Now they're waiting for the woman to approach them.
Now they're like this. Yeah, you're approaching me.
Now they want the princess treatment.
That's another podcast episode. We're gonna talk about that in another episode.
Yeah. No, with the kind of work, why I love my work mainly because I'm dealing with a lot of nationalities, you know.
Right.
Today, you are like from Netherlands, you know, your ethnicity is from like Lebanon and I'm talking to you and I get to know you. Same thing with my clients. Today I'm meeting someone from India, tomorrow I'm meeting someone from Iran, and it goes like that, you know. And it shows me more about how can I connect to people, learn from their cultures, understand their mentality, and see how much we have in common. You know, I'm from Morocco, the Moroccan cultures, and people from Morocco, they understand that we are literally don't belong to anyone because we have the Arabic culture, we have the African culture, we have the Western culture also.
Right.
Even our language is mixed. So we don't even know where to belong itself, so we connect with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the first problem I had, even before being a woman or anything, I was young and I looked even younger. So
What problem did you have?
for example, people, they'll be like, you're still a student, what are you doing? You know?
You're 12.
You're 12, like what? Are you trying to sell me a property and you are 12? I had to work double hard to
Damn.
just prove that I know my shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first struggle I
How
had.
did you do that?
Just to show them, you know, to sit down with him and be like, I don't want to sell you a dream or nothing. I'm just doing numbers, 1, 2, 3. And of course, investors, they are businessmen, businesswomen. Most you talk about them about numbers, the most they're going to trust you. They want to see the reality, you know. They will not just go ahead and be like, oh, I like you because you're pretty, I'm going to buy from you, you know. They have to find the calculations.
Well, pretty privilege, we can use that though.
Of course, people, they are using it, baby. They are using it. But I don't know how to do that. I cannot just go ahead and be like, you know, seductive and be like, hi.
Are you not though?
Which they have, like, you know, people from, like, here, especially in Dubai, I found out that people, they have this perspective about, like, you know, Moroccans and North Africans, ladies in general, that they are very, you know, feminine, very, like, you know, hi and stuff, seductive and stuff, and they can speak with the eyes and stuff. And I'm like, really? Interesting. Thank you for the information.
God missed me with those jeans.
I'm like, where did I miss this? You know, can I see the menu again? And be like asking my mom, what is this? You know? But I mean, it came on as a challenge and as, you know, a push for me also to work even harder because, especially with real estate and especially in Dubai, you know, because it's open to everybody.
Yeah.
It's open to all nationalities.
Yeah.
Now, Dubai Land Department, they started doing like exams for the real estate agent, but still, like everybody can submit to be a real estate agent.
True.
What is making you different? That's the thing.
True, because there's many. That's also something what you just said about the authenticity. Because even me in my field, like I'm an online fitness coach, but there are so many fitness influencers online, and this is also one of the things that I said in my first episode. Is like, okay, why would I do it? You know, but the thing is, there is none like you. And if you really discover your authentic self, people feel that. You know, if they buy from you, most of my clients that eventually follow my courses, my coaching, services, they're the ones that follow me for years and they already trust me. They feel like I'm authentic. They feel that I'm myself and they feel like they know me, even though they never met me.
True.
And this is the feeling that you have to leave behind with people, that authentic feeling with selling. And I think that is something that will touch base. And also, if you're listening and you're considering, getting yourself into sales or whatever you're doing yourself entrepreneurial-wise, find that one thing that makes you you, and don't copy. Be inspired, but don't copy.
Exactly.
That's a very good thing to do. Okay. Do you have any advice, maybe like a starter kit for women that, want to move to Dubai and want to start something here, and maybe also the expectations that they have from Dubai? Because, there's so many people that expect the Dubai dream. I hate to bring it to you, but Dubai is amazing when it comes to thinking out of the box, but it's a freaking hard-working city. It's a fast city, and not many people survive.
Exactly.
Did you feel the same?
A lot, When I came to Dubai I would say the first 2 years were the hardest for me because, first of all, I was discovering myself, It's like you took one girl from here and you put her here and you'd be like, survive, discover yourself, do whatever you can and do it. And it was my first time actually taking responsibilities, that no one's going to be behind me. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And Dubai is very fast, like very fast city. It's too much that it can be very overwhelming.
Very.
So because you can be sitting in a restaurant and there is like a billionaire or millionaire in front of you or sitting next to you, you'll be in the streets like running or something, and then there is like cars going there and you'll be like, okay, I want this. Just like the buildings itself is making you be like, okay, I want to have an apartment over there.
Which is great, but it can also break you if you're not authentic.
Exactly. So that's the first thing I would say for women.
Yes.
Work on yourself.
Yes.
Work on yourself.
Amen. I love this.
Be mentally strong that whatever happens in life, and believe me, life is a bitch. It's gonna kick you in the ass, But if you can grow from your pain, you can survive anything in life.
100%. Because you do have to understand, like I come obviously from the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, the government also, kinda has your back, that if you, for example, are sick or obviously we have to work hard still, but there's still a care system that if something happens, the government has some funds available to, help you out, or at least to have, support you, and that's not the case here. We do get a lot in return from the city, but if you can't work, you don't earn your money. And that's a lot of pressure. People get into depression. And even if you're not good in socializing, you get very lonely, And I can really imagine that it can be very tough on you. I also have my months in revenue, that revenue is not revenuing. It's part of it. Like you sell.
Both of us, we don't have salaries.
No.
We have work on commission based on work. It's like we don't have an income, like a stable income that's coming. Like either we work to have whatever we're gonna eat, or we don't work and nothing we're gonna have.
And sometimes I do have my moments that I think like, damn, I'm alone here. I don't have my family. Like, okay, you have your sister, I have my cousin, but still.
It comes because at this point, even if you have friends, you have families and stuff, Dubai's, especially for ladies who live alone and stuff, it's going to put you in a position where like, what is going on, Especially when you see everybody around you is moving.
Yeah.
This is something else I would love to say to the ladies. Please even if someone you know is actually moving on with their life, doesn't mean that you are behind.
No.
Every single person has their own pace.
Don't compare yourself.
Exactly. If you're not going now,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you're gonna be
Yeah.
staying behind. No, your time is just didn't come yet. It's gonna come, and believe me, it will come.
100%.
Believe me, it will come.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that someone came from behind you and become successful that
Yeah.
you're not gonna be successful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna take time for you because you didn't discover yourself.
Yes, 100%. I agree with that. I think the one thing that keeps me surviving for now, like I'm approaching 4 years almost now in Dubai, that keeps me kind of sane is, first of all, like I said, staying true to yourself, investing in your body, in your health, in your mind, socializing, very important. The run club that I'm in is, amazing for making networking. I'm very much into the wellness scene of Dubai. Dubai has, of course, different sides, like the going out and this, and I love going out from time to time. However, Dubai has a big wellness scene, and people love fitness. People love jogging outside. So I try to, get myself into this scene, and that helps me also mentally. But at the same time, I also feel like if you haven't developed yourself enough in resilience, it is going to be very hard to survive Dubai, because like I said, my revenue is also not high. From sometimes I have months it's amazing and we're growing and I'm having a lot of coaching clients, but I have a team that I have to carry as well. I have my operational costs, and sometimes I'm like, damn, what if it all declines? I have my thoughts. I'm like, I get scared, but at the same time, I know God has given me resilience. Like you said in the beginning, God always has a plan. In the last episode, I also talked about share. We're working on some ideas. And even if that doesn't work out, something else will come on your place, but just keep going. Keep going, because Dubai you're surrounded by opportunity, but you will only be able to see the opportunity if you're open to it. And if you're aware of what's happening around you, instead of, focusing on the things you don't have, focus on the things that you have around you, because there's so much, And so I think Dubai can be very overwhelming with the luxurious cars and this and that. And you maybe feel left out because you don't have that car, or maybe you feel this and feel that. And you see a Rolls Royce passing by, and then you're there working on your laptop. And, it can be overwhelming, but stay freaking true to yourself, because being authentic in a city as Dubai is also very rare. Because there's a lot of fakeness.
Yes, exactly with people. I think one of the things that was even harder for me, I think when we met the first time, we said the same thing about it, is that when we were like back home, you in the Netherlands and me in Morocco, we had our people, we had our friends, families, cousins, whatever, that we were surrounded of. We had our safe place, our shoulder that we can go to and cry. When we came to Dubai, we didn't have anyone, and having friends here is kind of like the hardest thing. I don't know why. I found it, especially at the beginning. Afterwards, when you start to trust yourself a little bit and you go outside, yes. But in the beginning, you'd be like just trying to, grab whoever is going to be close to you to be friends with. And that person can be fake.
Because true. And what I also heard a lot is that people come and go. Exactly. In a city as Dubai. Exactly. Like I said, not everyone likes it here or survives it here, and then you're close with someone and then they leave, and then you're close with someone and they leave, and that can also be quite depressing. But I'm really blessed and I'm happy that I have my circle of friends around me. But it also took some time. And did you have a hard time with that? Like finding people? Because to be fair,
I met a lot of fake people. Till this day, I'm still learning. Till this day, I'm still developing from my personalities,
Yeah.
I'm maybe stronger now than whatever I was before, but I'm still doing mistakes, I'm still fighting life.
Yeah.
Do you remember even 2 days ago, I'm telling you, can you come with me to the run club because I don't want to go? Yes. You see, I'm still not there yet. Yeah. And it's okay. That's the most important things.
Yeah.
But with friends, I met a lot of fake people, especially with my kind of work. I meet people a lot. And even the colleagues and stuff, and I'm meeting them, and people in Dubai, they are very selfish. Yeah. This is something that women need to understand. They are very selfish. They only think about themselves. So what I'm going to get benefits from you? What are you going to give me that I can actually grow from it? They don't see for example, I give you something, you give me something. No. What are you going to give me? Yeah. So the moment they take whatever they want, bye-bye. Yeah. Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you. You can move on.
True.
And that I had a lot. I had a lot of people who were like that.
Interesting.
Fortunately. But it's okay. I mean, I had to go through that to grow as a woman more than anything. As a woman, because I have to learn.
It shapes you.
Exactly. And it shows you what you want from other people, even with women and friends.
Yeah, I think it's also good to look at what do you do to protect your energy. You know, and also, you know, you can get overwhelmed. We can be so much focused on work. I noticed, like, I've been very high in my cortisol. Oh my God, working, and achieving. And it got me far. But then this year I was like, okay, let me slow down a bit. Let me find my feminine energy and power and balance back. But Dubai, like I said, it can be so overwhelming that you're constantly. So how do we protect that? Maybe you can share a bit about that.
Okay, it depends on person to another, to be honest, because your way is not going to be my way.
No.
You know, and you need to understand how you need to control your life. You know, because sometimes, especially on how fast Dubai can go, you're going to find yourself working even on weekends. Even on weekends, I might have clients, I have meetings, I have to be running because, you know, it's, especially my work, weekends is where I'm going to work the most because it's where people, they don't really work, you know? So I have to catch them on that time. So I end up working the entire week and weekends. So you kind of keep working to the point where it's like you're going to start affecting yourself, even your health. You're not eating correctly. You're not drinking water. You're not having enough sleep. Like even on my dreams, I'm dreaming about my clients at this point.
Oh, a good dream.
You know, so your life becomes so messed up. It doesn't become
you get
your
soaked
life.
up with
Work. So I'm trying to, you know, control it in a way that I have to have my own time. I have to have my me time.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can just go to spa, do massage, hang out with you, be calling you, Elysa.
Want to do karaoke? You want to do karaoke?
Exactly. Like, help me out, get me out of this, you know. Have a girls talk, you know. This is the most important things in my life. Have a girls talk because thank God in this chapter of my life, I'm surrounded by good woman that inspires me. Hi. That really believes in me and they always push me to do good. Like last time, like just a quick information, last time me and her sitting in a coffee shop and then we started talking about work. All of a sudden we didn't even know. Like remember we were talking about something, then all of a sudden we start working. We're like, thank you very much.
And now we're here. No, we literally talked about whatever podcast episodes or thing that you want to do. And I said, we're going to bring it into practice next Friday. Today, we're going to record this. Yeah, because you push each other, you know, and it's just, I think because your journey of finding yourself, your authentic self, eventually you'll be the magnet for the people around you, you know, and that's, I think, what's happening, you know, also in your lives, that everything will fall into place if you find yourself first.
Also the feminine energy, like you need to get hold of it because the moment you become too masculine, everything's fall out of balance. Yeah. I mean, God, when he created the world, he created us women with our energy and men with our energy. So when he did that, he put a balance in it. The moment the woman started working really hard and get outside of her feminine energy, her life, her like physical life and mental life becomes so messed up.
However, I don't think I would be able to be here and talking to you if I wasn't in my masculine.
Of course. I mean, obviously, you need to have the balance of it. I mean, I would not be sitting right here if I didn't step up of it and be like, no, I need to work. Otherwise, I'll be like going like other girls and be like, where's my sugar daddy?
Right. Oh, damn. That's another episode. One more. Add that to the list.
Exactly. You know, so
100%.
Every girl, she's seeing whatever she wants to do. And to be honest, I would never be able to do what other girls are doing because I cannot imagine myself doing it. So I'll go on this side, use my feminine energy, use my masculine energy, discover myself, know my personality, and work it on.
Well, just know I'm not standing behind Hiba, what she just said, because I want someone to take care of me. Call me. Retire me. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us.
No, well, I love the independence. I love being able to, you know, pay
my own bills. We are hopeless romantic, just to let you know.
We fall in love very quickly, but that's another subject. But I'm telling you, it's just very powerful, and I don't want to switch from subject, but as a woman, to be able to, you know, pay your own bills, to be able to, you know, have your own life in order instead of, you know, actually needing someone to give you that lifestyle. And because Dubai can be so overwhelming, you know, sometimes there are women that are dependent on, you know, a man. And I'm not talking about their husband because that would be amazing, but to provide them this lifestyle because they want that luxury lifestyle. So, you know.
I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I'm not going to come, I'm not here to judge anyone.
100%.
I'm here to be like sharing our experience in life and that's it.
Do you?
I mean, if it worked, tell us how you did it, but
We can share some money, we can share commission, New business opportunity. Sisters,
kidding,
we're all sisters, I'm telling you. Your hustle is your hustle. Yeah. Okay, to end this episode, because I think we touched base on a lot of nice subjects. To end this episode, I am very curious. We're going to share our own perspective on it. What is your definition of success apart from money and status?
I mean, it all depends on which Hiba you're talking to. If you're going to tell me like the Hiba who just came to Dubai the first day and you're going to tell her what is like the introvert one and be like, what is your perspective of life and stuff, she'd be like, money. I mean, have as much money as I can. But now, going through whatever happens and being the person that I am today, I'll tell you freedom and power, And some people would tell me, yes, power comes with money, and I agree 100%, but I want to be in that situation where like, I'm in that position where like even money, you don't even want to think about it, Those kind of people where you see them, they're millionaires, they're billionaires, but you don't even want to think about how much money they have because they have that kind of power. That kind of freedom, they can do whatever they want.
True.
So that is the success I want to have. That is the picture that I want to have.
I love that. I love that for you. I love that you have this big vision. Yeah. Let me think. For me, and to end this episode, what is my perspective of success? Because I have to say, like, I'm really, really blessed and thankful that I reached a certain revenue, that I reached, a certain team that was under me. Like, I'm able to travel and work around the world. So in that sense, if I look back and the goals that I had a few years ago, I am pretty successful. I'm really happy where I am. However, I think...
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Thank you. But let me make my point. But what I feel, and like you said, we deal with a lot of millionaires, billionaires. You can just be sitting in a coffee shop and you have a freaking millionaire next to you. That's Dubai. The thing is, what is success if you don't leave a footprint or an impression, which is a positive impression with the people that you're dealing with? And I've met millionaires that have all the wealth in the world, can buy whatever they want, but they have a shit personality.
Yes.
And the only thing I remember from them is them, damn, they are motherfuckers, And I'm like, no, I don't want to be remembered as that. And that's why I do my work, even though I get DMs so many. I try to always answer my DMs. I always try to be my authentic self, always send voice memos. My followers know that. I try to always just be myself, even if I had 10K followers or 5K followers or 30 or maybe in the future 1 million, that I stay close to who I am, and that also, gets communicated to the people that I'm dealing with, So my definition of success, I think, is what is the perspective and the view that people have of you, the impression that people have of you when they dealt with you. Amen.
Girl, can we have a round of applause for this,
Thank
guys?
you.
Please.
Thank you, ladies.
Said by Elysa,
Elysa Eid. Quote by Elysa Eid. For if I die, okay, anyway. No, that's very depressing. Let's not say that. Lovely sisters and maybe lost gentlemen. It's okay, you guys. You can also listen to my podcast. Make sure that you like it. Leave a review behind. Check my YouTube. Check my Instagram. Check Hiba's. If you want to buy your house, Hiba, you can go to her. But I really want to thank you for, listening to this episode. And I hope to see you very soon to the next one. See ya! High five! Woo-hoo.